Welcome back, everybody. My name's APrater54, aka Adam, coach at the McChesney Park Slowpokes, and today I bring you my draft analysis for the Masters of Sword and Shield. This is a new format for as far as meta. Way it works is during the odd weeks you play a singles game, a double, and then a doubles match as a tiebreaker. During the even weeks, you play a doubles match and then two singles matches. So you have to build a team of 6 for each format in each game, and have it be able to flux in between. The singles is 4v4, so that's going to be very interesting. We get a tier 1, a tier 2, 2 tier 3s, a tier 4, a tier 5, and then 300 points for 5 free picks to complete our roster. I was 5th, I believe, either 13th pick out of 14, so I was close to the wheel. Without further ado, round 1, I took Victini. It bothers me that I can't physically legally have the shiny of this because the white is so much prettier, the white and red. But Victini is base 100 in every stat, maximizes at like 207 HP, 167 speed, which is amazing. The rest of its stats can get up to whatever you want it to be. This can be both physical and special, but what I love most about this mon is it gets access to the move Final Gambit. If you add enough HP investment and enough speed, you can one-shot your opponent's team. Well, one mon on your opponent's team. So this can destroy Hazard Setter in singles, and then it can also destroy something in doubles that's, say, for example, trying to run Trick Room. If I run enough HP to one-shot it and it's not Sash, then I guess the Trick Room mon is gone. Victini gets access to V-Create, Bolt Strike, Fusion Flare, Searing Shot, Energy Ball, I believe Earth Power and Scorching Sands. I think it's just Scorching Sands. It might be wrong. But this gets access to U-Turn as well. Being Psychic and Fire is incredible typing. You even get access to Side Shock to hit Assault Vest mons on the physical side to where it just bypasses the Assault Vest, which is amazing. This mon gets Trick Room as well, Helping Hand, phenomenal support and screens. This is overall an amazing mon and well worth the tier 1. And I finally got to draft this before Gen 9 ends, which is amazing. And round number 2, since I got close to the wheel, I ended up taking Rillaboom for 100 free points. Rillaboom gets access to Grassy Surge, Fake Out, Knockoff, High Horsepower, Grassy Glide, Woodhammer, Superpower, a lot of coverage. I just wish it got like an electric move or a water move, but it doesn't. Like this mon, I feel like it would have been a lot better if it had Weather Ball, but then you'd have to run the special variant, which isn't as good. But even this thing getting Rock Slide would have been amazing because now it's easy for Steel and Fire types to predict this mon and run a Shuka Berry. But if you get a Rock move, that's a dual threat. It does get Superpower and Drain Punch, but that's not going to do a whole lot once you encounter an Intimidate mon. But it can hit like a truck. This even gets access to Swords Dance, Acrobatics, I believe Reflect. Oh, this gets access to Leech Seed, which can be incredibly annoying. So you have the Turnly Healing and damage to your opponent. You can run a Valky variant 1 week and be incredibly annoying. But rillaboom's here just for fake out and to just pound my opponent if they set Trick Room. So they literally have to be a type that resists with Trick Room to not get bodied by this. For example, Glow King resists Grassy Glide because it's poison psychic, which is amazing. But a lot of things went by. I got sniped like once, I believe, but which is fine because it helped me figure out my next pick, which is Blastoise. Because Melodic wins, which would have been my first choice, but Blastoise is also good. With Masters of Sword and Shield, we're allowed transfer moves, so this gets Follow Me, which is amazing because I could use it next to another Mon to absorb the hit, allowing me to set up Trick Room, allowing me to set up myself, like stat wise. This even gets access to Shell Smash for the singles, which is also amazing. I believe it's better as a Shell Smash Mon in singles, but in doubles, it's going to be more of a support. But yeah, overall, this Mon's amazing. It's incredibly fat. It could be physical or special, which is amazing. This gets access to Toxic, gets access to Protect, I believe Detect as well. But the fact that this also gets Mirko, I believe, is amazing. Sponge a special hit, send it back. But the main synergy this has Terrain Pulse. In grassy terrain, this gets a terrain boosted base 100 power Terrain Pulse that becomes a grass type move, which is amazing, especially for the ×4 week to grass mons. Insane. That allows me to hit mons like Lapras. Any bulky water, this can outbreak, which is amazing. Blastoise is good, fat. Look forward to using it. Now we get to my first tier 3 pick. Mudsdale made it back to me. Mudsdale getting stamina is absolutely disgusting, especially for Trick Room matchups. I can just hit this myself, or we can actually use Swagger. I could be Inner Focus Swagger in Trick Room and just start plastering things at +2 attack because I can't be confused. I can also beat up into this, become +4 defense, and body press my way. This gets access to Earthquake, Rock Slide, Lash Out is if I lower my own stats. So there's a play to bulldoze, reduce my speed in Trick Room, and then launch off a base 150 dark move, which is kind of insane. Mudsdale, access to rocks, incredibly bulky, even with Assault Vest. The mon's just amazing. You just sit there and blow things away. I look forward to using this. I haven't used it in singles yet, but I have seen people have a lot of success with it, and the mon's absolutely insane. If used correctly, this is a massive defensive wall, and it's the Spadef with an Assault Vest is insane. Okay, so next round, a mon that was on my championship team in CPL. I got Pangoro. This gets access to Iron Fist, Scrappy, and Mold Breaker. They have a Rotom. I'm cooking EQ. Sorry. Bye. They have a Levitate Mon. I can now break that. Iron Fist, Ice Punch is good for the ×4 weak mons like Flygon, Garchomp, and Zygarde. This even gets access to Bullet Punch, which is Iron Fist boosted, which is insane. And that still chunks quite a bit into electric types. For chip damage, if they're low, I can pick things off. This thing is more bulky than you think it is. It is insane with an Assault Vest. Live a Focus Blast is absolutely insane with this thing. Um, Access to close combat, drain punch, fire punch, ice punch, knockoff, darkest lariat. This even gets access to taunt and parting shot to reduce your opponent's stats, which is amazing. This even gets access to quick guard. What that does is it stops priority for the turn, which is amazing, especially for a trick room mode. This becomes the slowest thing on the field, and quick guard, now my opponent can't hit me with priority, especially if they are faster. So that allows my other mon next to me to get hits off for free without taking damage. This also gets access to Quash, makes my opponent's move go last. There's a mechanic. The way it works is Trick Room is the very last priority, then it's Roar. So if I'm next to this and they're trying to anti-Trick Room me, what I can do is I can Quash and then I can Roar the Trick Room setter out for free, which is kind of pretty neat. But yeah, Pangoro hits like an absolute truck. Even with an assault vest, this thing just hammers. I had a lot of success with this thing. It's an amazing mon, and I'm glad to have it as my tier 4. And then it got back to me again, and I'm surprised this was here in round 6. I got tier 3 crobat. Inner focus, can't be faked out, can just tailwind. One of the best speed control mons in the game, besides Talonflame in its line with Gale Wings, which can be broken by fake out. This can't. I love this mon. It hits hard both physical and special for the stats that it has, which is insane. Being poison flying, its stab is actually pretty amazing. This even gets access to Heat Wave, Giga Drain, Dark Pulse, Brave Bird, Hurricane, Air Slash, Super Fang. Super Fang is actually really nice. But this also gets access to Hypnosis for the weeks I want to be able to land that, which is another reason why I have Victini. Hypnosis gets a little bit more accurate. But in this league, we have one hit KO moves banned. We can only have one. We can only put one opponent's mon to sleep, and we have item clause. So the hypnosis tech is not 100% needed, but just to have it there is kind of nice. Excellent support mon, bulkier than you think, hits harder than you think. Crobat, I loved using it at VDL. Hopefully, I have more success with it in this league. Next, we get to my tier 5 of Glaceon. Glaceon, 130 base special attack is absolutely monstrous. But a base speed of 65 is where it becomes iffy. This is where the option of being able to Trick Room and being able to Tailwind is going to make Glaceon excel. This even gets access to Ice Shard to pick off times 4 weak mons or any dragon, which is amazing. Pick off grass types if they're low, outpace things. But what's fun about this is I'm gonna at least try it once this season. Is Shell Smash Blastoise next to Copycat Glaceon, double my speed and my stats with a Focus Sash on. And pray I just survive the turn and they don't have priority. They don't have priority, I just start spamming Blizzard or Freeze Dry or Shadow Ball and just start hammering away. Plus, it's next to Blastoise, who is also going to be hammering away, which is absolutely insane. I look forward to using this mon, using the support it gives. It gets Wish, it gets Helping Hand. It's just good. For a tier 5 with a limited move pool, it's very good at support and offense. It's going to be here for the matchups I need it. And yeah, Look forward to using Glaceon. Next, we have my go-to web setter and my ground immunity in Bikeable. Bikeable is insanely bulky. This Mon has like 130 special attack as well, so it hits just as hard as Glaceon. But this Mon has access to Mud Shot, Flash Cannon, Energy Ball, Volt Switch, Thunder, Zap Cannon, via transfer. This has access to Sticky Webs. This has access to Volt Switch. Overall, this Mon has a lot of tech to it. This even has access to Toxic, Thunder Wave, and Roost. This is an excellent Rocky Helmet Mon in singles, as well as a web setter. And I look forward to using it yet again. This is going to be amazing in singles and doubles, especially in Trick Room matchups, because this is really slow. And then we have Slurpuff. This Mon on Burden is amazing. I can run this special next to Rillaboom because of the Grassy Seed, get boosted by a defense, and Calm Mind, and now I'm a problem. Plain and simple. This 4 can force my opponent to bring their poison and their steel type, which can be good or bad because there's a Pangoro, a Mudsdale, and a Victini there, and a Rillaboom with high horsepower, and a Blastoise with access to Earthquake, which can hammer those if they want to think twice about it. So yeah, there's that. Slurpuff also gets access to Sticky Web, Flamethrower, Energy Ball, Surf, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Cotton Guard. I just wish this thing got stored power because Cotton Guard's +3 defense. And I wish it got Body Press as well, because Grassy Seed into Cotton Guard into Body Press would be absolutely insane. But the main thing this is for in singles is this, if timed right, has Belly Drum Citrus, and it now has +6 attack, double speed, with Play Rough, Drain Punch, Facade, Sieve, and Giga Impact, hammering my opponent away. Facade punishes you if you status me, which is insane. The only status that really nerfs this thing is Thunder Wave, because then I go back to neutral speed. But other than that, Slurpuff is just a monster. And then we have a Mon I've been dying to try. Female will be Sapphire. Male will be Cobalt. The sets will be varied each week, but this Mon gets access to Rockhead and Strongjaw. Strongjaw, Psychic Fangs, Crunch, Ice Fang, and Thunder Fang hit like a truck. That, and it also, being Dragon Rock, has access to Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Rock Blast, Outrage, Dragon Claw. This even gets access to Meteor Beam if you want to run a special set. And it even has moves to bank off that. And with Rockhead, you don't take any recoil from Head Smash, which is amazing. This Mon even gets access to Dragon Dance, which is insane with Strongjaw and Rockdead. To me personally, I think it's better with Strongjaw because now your Crunch, Psychic Fangs, and all that is hitting harder. And then Outrage is just raw natural damage. So if my opponent brings no Fairy type, I just can Outrage nuke. And for the Steel types that come, there's High Horsepower and Earthquake. High Horsepower is not nerfed by Rillaboom's terrain. But yeah, this thing's incredibly bulky HP and defense-wise, so my opponent's going to have to hit this with a special move if they want to do anything to it. But it's the Spadef set is amazing, especially with an Assault Vest. So this thing can still hit hard while Assault Vested. That's absolutely insane. It's just not going to be as fast as it would be with the Dragon Dance. But with Tailwind, that's not going to matter. And I have webs options. And I believe this even gets access to Stealth Rocks, which is amazing. So, without further ado, let's get into the last mon. This has been a questionable mon that I've been wanting to try for a while because I did Runa Regis, but Kafik Regis for 60 points is amazing as well. Wandering Spirit, if they make contact, we swap abilities. And anything that hits that Pokemon, contact wise, gains that ability. So this, God, what was it? This can gain Rockhead from Tyrantrum. This can gain Ice Body from, yeah. I wish I would have drafted this with a huge power mon, so I could do the tech of giving huge power to this by clicking Aqua Jet. And now this has huge power, but it's better on Runa Regis. But this thing with access to Curse, Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Body Press, insanely bulky, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Psychic, Trick Room itself. The mon can just put in work, which is absolutely amazing. And being pure ghost with the bulk that it has, I look forward to using it. I don't think I'll be able to use it my week 1 matchup when I go to face Talon Master J, whose team is literally on crack, and he got ranked first in our power rankings, and honestly, he earned it. So that series between us, it's going to be absolutely insane for week 1. But to show off the team, this is the reveal. This is the entire team all in one photo, and I hope people enjoy the team. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and enjoy. Also, leave a like if you like the tiny little slowpoke over here with the little hat and the scarf. It's adorable. Peace.